Well, hello everyone, and you join us here today to talk about things that are cool, namely G-Shocks, because we think the G-Shock is the coolest watch on the planet, and we're going to pick 10 of them. Well, howdy doody there, Tom. Are you feeling particularly cool today?
Yeah, a little bit cooler than usual.
Is that just a temperature thing, or?
Yeah, it is a bit chilly today. But yeah, no, I've been emboldened in my aspiration for coolness by looking at some sweet, sweet G-Shocks.
Do you think if you were to pick 5 G-Shocks and compete them with the 5 G-Shocks that I had picked, I'm just throwing this out there, do you think your batch would be cooler than mine?
Yeah, I reckon. I've got a couple of purple ones.
Those are bold words, Tom. So I am going to pick 5, and you're going to pick 5, and I'm going to see you in the playground after school. Dear viewer and listener, Tom and I are going to pitch different G-Shocks in the hope to be the coolest. I would like you to crown either Tom or myself as the coolest. I understand this whole premise isn't particularly cool, but bear with us. Tom, do you want to go first?
Sure, okay. I've gone with, for my first pick, the Twilight Tokyo G-Shock. It is, of course, the GMW B5000 PB.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah, as we all know, that's based on the classic GMW B5000D, but you already knew that.
You're so cool.
Yeah, it's a great start, isn't it? Right, this is the big purple one I was talking about. Not just purple, it's two-tone. It's purple and muted chroma, which to the layman means grey, I think.
What's purple got to do with Tokyo, Tom?
Well, let me tell you. It's an ion-plated stainless steel case, which evokes the beauty of the Tokyo twilight. It's a new kind of purple, apparently, developed by Casio. That's all they mention. They don't go any further into it, but they've invented purple. And then the watch face itself has pops of orange and light blue, reminiscent of the city lights illuminating as the sun sets. So there you go. There's your Tokyo twilight. The bezel and bracelet, a hairline and mirror finished. So it's actually got like really, really smart case shape and finishing. And the metal texture itself has got this nice lustery sheen, and it's got a nice shimmering iridescence that catches the light. It just looks so cool. What do you think?
What do I think? I want to wear one whilst driving my Countach through the Tokyo streets of an evening listening to synth music.
Definitely.
That's how it makes me feel. It makes me long for my childhood, Tom.
It is quite nostalgic, isn't it? I think it's the purple. There's something 90s about purple.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely captures that essence, doesn't it? You could, it's that the neon lights and night driving, and they've managed to wrap it up in this watch.
Pretty cool, I think. A very good start. Dear viewer and listener, what do you think? Well, hold that thought, because I've got one to share with you also. This is the GA2100 SRS 7AER Sun Reflect series. I've spoken about this one before, and I'm going to speak about it again, because it is mwah.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that it's about as readable as a newspaper in a snowstorm. Clear case and strap. That's cool for a start. Do you remember that era when everything was going to be clear? Like the iMac was clear and you could see inside it. This is that all over again.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a running theme, because I've got lots of translucent acrylic going on. Yeah, it's definitely that 99, 2000 era, isn't it? Where everything was clear and different coloured. I love it.
That's the essence I'm going for here. And then to top it all off, iridescence. Iridescence is always cool. From the little hologram on the back of your credit card to the oil in a puddle, just catching the rainbow effect of light being split into all its wavelengths is never old. That never gets boring, even if it does stop you from reading the time and makes you late to everything.
It is like an 80s Michael Mann film, isn't it? Val Kilmer on top of a skyscraper looking out to the LA sunset in a watch. Fantastic. I've actually almost pulled the trigger on this one before, but it's too cool for me.
Yeah, do you know what? Same thing. I think people would laugh at me and feel sorry for the watch. Next one for you.
So I've got another couple of belters from this year. Now, depending on where you are, so in the world, this is referred to as the Digital Glitch series of G-Shocks. Mm-hmm. But in the bonny old UK, it's referred to as the Naughty Noise series.
Naughty noise? Like, ooh, matron, naughty boy kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, that's when Nanny like bangs on the TV to stop the picture flickering. Naughty noise. But we're going to call it the digital glitch.
Please.
So it's a really cool style. You can see the case is, it's hard to pin down what's going on there. It's lots of layers. It's glitchy.
Yeah.
And that's due to iridescent finishing, and again, that translucent resin. And also there's very clever multi-angle pattern printing, which I think is another innovation from Casio G Shock. But again, like you said before, it's the sort of thing you want to wear while you're driving around, listening to your vaporwave, or making your blunt action gifs for the kids.
I can imagine it's the kind of watch that you'd win someone over with. They put it on and they go, "Oh right, yeah, do you know what? Actually, G-Shocks are cool." And then Morpheus would say, "He's beginning to believe."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if you're not convinced that G-Shocks are cool by this, then you need cool lessons.
Go to cool school. Tom, may I, if you'll indulge me, try and out-cool you with my next G-Shock?
Go on then.
This is the GM 5600 G9ER Black Times Gold series. Care to hazard a guess as to why it's the Black Times Gold series?
Well, just looking at it here, I'm gonna say because it's black and gold.
It's no getting past you, is it, Tom? Exactly. Now, I think gold is coming back. We saw the 222 in yellow gold, not rose gold. Never mind all of that. Like, it's not quite gold like Nan used to have. It's different. This is like, bam, Nan is cool again. She's out there rocking her gold jewellery, and you will be too.
Yeah.
This, look at the chunky text on the dial.
Love it.
Look at that. Black and gold, the case, the chunkiness, the brushed finish. It feels like the digital watch of the Egyptian gods.
It does, yeah. It's like liquid gold dripped into a G-Shock mould.
Yeah. Ingot.
Yeah, the Ingot series from G-Shock.
That's what they should have called it. I think we should be in charge of naming, especially in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, though, it would have been called the Golden Goose Egg.
The Silly Yellow series.
Funty Gold.
I don't think you can out-cool that gold watch, to be honest, Tom. I think gold is as cool gets. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your next watch is.
Oh.
But go on anyway.
Oh, yeah. You might as well. While I've got you, let me share with you. So, this is another new one. Actually, in fact, it's so new it's been and gone. It was fleeting. After the crushing disappointment of Tag Heuer's Mario Kart Tourbillon, and how that is completely unobtainable and, dare I say it, a little bit stupid. Here is the G-Shock times Super Mario Brothers.
I take it all back. This is the coolest one.
So it's a G-Shock, but it's got the colour palette of the original 8-bit Super Mario Brothers from the Nintendo Entertainment System. You've got that red, you've got the brick brown on the strap, and then you've got that sky blue on the watch face, and then you've got a nice pixely Koopa Trooper shell there, and it just does all the things that you'd expect from a G-Shock, but it's got cool Mario stuff on it, and it comes in a cool Mario tin.
This is how you do a Mario watch.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It applies to the logic of Mario. It sits in the era. It evokes nostalgia. It's not weird.
No, it's not a stretch, is it? It comes together perfectly. It's what you would expect a Super Mario watch to look like. There are no spinning tourbillons.
Shame it's sold out. Did you miss it?
It sold out in minutes, yeah. I was probably talking to you when they put it live and missed out.
I was there, blah, 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 and you were just like looking, going, only 3 left.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I do apologise.
Never mind. Maybe next time.
It's going to be hard to top that, but I'm certainly going to try. This is the GBD 201ER GSquad. Now, don't let the lame name fool you. I think we have ascertained that the naming conventions of Casio and the G-Shock team have a lot to be desired. But when you look at this, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Look at it. It's got bars, like an equalizer.
I love the bars. I don't even care what they do.
I'm not even sure I know what they do. As far as I understand, this is a health and fitness watch. So those bars track different things like distance, laps, times, and you can track them all at once. But like you say, I really don't care what they do. I just hope there's a button that makes them go beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
So you can show all your friends. It just looks cool. It looks like the kind of thing that Jason Bourne would have for reasons of espionage that only he knows.
Yeah. And again, a sort of analog readout of a fitness tracker is so retro and cool, isn't it?
It really is.
And again, not entirely sure what it does, but it's got a big button there at the bottom of the bezel, which looks just fun to press. I'm sure it'll probably like eject your watch from your wrist, but who cares? I'm going to press it anyway.
I like that it sits right underneath the word protection as well. I think it's the backlight, but I like that you press it and then a shield goes dong, 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 around you.
Yeah, go G-Shock protection.
Cool AF, I would say. Tom, can you cool AFer for your next one?
Cool as Friday. So, we're back again with coloured translucent acrylic. This is the Skeleton times Metallic Dial series. And again, this is just so evocative of that Apple Mac era, the mini disc era.
Yeah.
You've got deep grey, deep turquoise, deep purple, and white. It's just pure nostalgia. So, in addition to the translucent designs of the cases, you've also got metallic dials, which are treated with a half matte vapor deposition, which brings to life the clean metallic look there, and it just looks really cool.
Also, Tiffany blue.
Yeah. I think G-Shock are sticking with the traditional turquoise classification of that colour.
Good for them. It's almost, at this point, difficult for Casio to go wrong, I think. And not only do I want this, but I'm desperate to get a mini disc player again now. Those things were so cool. Yeah.
Speaking of Mario as well, it looks like they did a run of Nintendo 64s that were translucent coloured acrylic as well. And it just,
yes, they did. It just
brings all that back. I don't know what it is, but I think I've got to that age where now I'm starting to be a little bit. In my day, we had clear coloured plastic.
Do you know what? I don't know how much of it is nostalgia and just the idea that having something that's colourful and translucent is just generally and universally more fun than it being black and opaque. I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there. I think colours are fun.
Yeah.
Well, just by some sheer level of coincidence here, I have picked a watch from the 5600 series, the DWB 5600 G2ER, which is also a turquoise. Mine is a deeper shade, and that colour covers the entire dial, so you'll even notice that the digital display has that bluish look. It almost looks like it's a clear watch and you're seeing it underwater, and that kind of nautical, aquatic vibe that you get from it with the contrast of the black is really quite punchy. I really like it.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm thinking though, actually? Because when you see it on the strap, you've got a gradient to black, and it sort of reminds me of like an X-ray where you'd have those kind of sort of vignetting on an X-ray print or something. Do you know what I mean? It's
got a slightly otherworldly look, like we bring you love and the time according to Casio.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
£109. Lovely. There's not more to say about it other than that it's blue, but blue is very cool. Well, it's actually the hotter end of the spectrum, but that aside, it looks really cool, and I would be happy to wear one. Tom, you've got one last watch left to demonstrate how bloomin' cool you are.
We couldn't talk about G-Shocks without talking about the daddy of G-Shocks. The Mudmaster.
Blimey.
Now, this is a bit more expensive than your average G-Shock. £699. We'll go ahead and say £700. This is the latest addition to the Master of G-Land series, which is, you know, some watches they brag about, water resistance, mud resistance. Up to 300 metres of mud resistance. That's not true, but could you imagine? I'm sure it'd survive.
Mud is the dirtiest type of water, so therefore the hardest to resist.
The thing with this watch is it can survive any situation you put it through. If this watch doesn't survive a specific action, then you haven't either, I would say. You died long before this watch did.
Yeah.
This watch has a super strong solid steel bezel and crown, built to absorb extreme impacts, as well as a built-in compass, altimeter, barometer and thermometer. Perfect for getting you out of trouble in dangerous environments. So yeah, I mean, if you're not dead, then the watch will help you survive.
It looks like it's made out of forged carbon fibre. I think it is.
Yeah.
This is proper military grade weapons level watchmaking here.
The lugs and shock absorbers and internal cases are now integrated with carbon fibres, creating a texture that is unique to every watch. So yeah, it's got the unique carbon fibre look, and it's just so dense, isn't it?
Dense? Is that like dense and hench together for the ultimate of
exactly
impact resistant sports watch?
But with all the gravitas of Dame Judy.
I think this watch is too man for even Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he would cower in its wake. It looks like you could get into this thing and run over a city with it.
Yeah, it does, exactly, yeah. Yeah, you'd be hard-pressed to find a situation where you would benefit from all of its features, but I'd love to see you try.
I haven't specifically seen, but I imagine that this is illegal in California.
Yeah, you could hold up a liquor store with this thing.
Tom, I'm going to try and outcool you just one last time, if you'll permit me. This is the Full Metal GMW B5000 CS 1ER.
Whoa, I've just peered through the looking glass and I'm looking at the construct. What is this thing?
Tom, have you ever wished that you were in Tron?
Yes, because I'd love to meet Jeff Bridges.
Well, now you can, or at least your wrist can, because this thing is laser etched with what Casio calls the innovative grid tunnel pattern, which is such a lame name. It's actually almost cool.
Nice.
Have you ever walked down the street and seen someone jogging along past you and you thought, I'm sure they jogged past me at the same time yesterday, in the same outfit, in the same pattern, and you start to wonder if this whole thing is just a great big construct, a dream within a dream, a simulation.
Chances are they were just wearing this watch.
Exactly. And you can too, for out of stock price, because unfortunately it's all sold out. Maybe it never even existed. Maybe this whole episode is just a dream. The only way, dear viewer and listener, to find out whether or not you have been dreaming this entire time and if reality is indeed real is to click the like button, is to subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Who do you think out of Tom and I picked the coolest selection of Casio G Shocks? Tom, I'm going to say it, I think we tied there, because the real winner is Casio.
The real winner is being cool.
Amen to that. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.